Sam, you said before the game it was a mustn't-lose game. You must be terribly, terribly disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed because we went down to 10 men, and because we went down to 10 men, it's the ultimate cost of losing this game after a valiant effort from the 10 players and the substitutes that came on after Kevin Nolan got sent off. I thought they had put a magnificent effort in to get something out of the game, and near the end pushed and pushed and pushed, even with 10 men, fatigued, having to run around on the heavy pitch against 11. Again, some good opportunities in the box at the end, but didn't quite fall for us. So all those players that played, but unfortunately our captain has been irresponsible today, and it's a great cost, not just for this game, but for getting himself suspended again for something where you wouldn't expect it of somebody as experienced as he is, and he's let obviously everybody down, including himself. And it's a big disappointment where we are at the moment. We can't afford to lose any players because Mark Noble ends up coming off injury. So it's a massive disappointment for me today after such a bright start to the game, and I think that was a turning point. But the other turning point for me, I think, was when Kevin didn't score on the far post to make it 2-0. I have to say it was a terrific save, but we did expect him to score. And then we get the sending off, and then it's about can you hold on to what you've got, and unfortunately a little bit of good fortune. I think Scott Parker miskicked the ball and it fell to Berbatov to get the second.
Given Kevin's experience and how long he's been in the game, are you surprised that he let himself do what he did?
I'm very surprised because it's off the back of another silly challenge you get at Liverpool. So that's two in the space of a month. So I don't know what's going on with Kevin at the moment, but it's clearly not something that he can allow to happen to himself again, or in certain fact I won't allow to happen. So we've got to obviously rally round, and we've got cup games coming up, not just in the FA Cup but also in the Capital One Cup semi-final, which we've done so well to get this far. But unfortunately few players to select from to get through this very difficult period and these very difficult games. So again, losing Kevin and losing Mark Noble injured is a massive blow to us, and of course we've got to obviously go with the players that are fit and continue to strive on to try and get some points on the board.
And given those two additions to the absentee list, how confident are you that you can actually turn this around in the next few weeks and months? Well,
once we get everybody back, I've always said it, but it's far too long waiting for them, and that's the problem. The strive gets ever deeper when you fall more points behind per games with 15 points in 20 games. So it makes a huge amount of effort, even with everybody back fit, even with James Collins, James Tompkins, Winston Reid, Andy Carroll, Ricardo Vazte. All of those players need to be back as soon as possible. Mark Noble, obviously, and Kevin as quickly as possible after the suspension. But we'll have a great chance of improving our results and getting more wins. But we've got to hurry up, and we've got to make sure that between now and getting them all back, we get more points on the board.